That which is present inside the gross is called subtle. And that which hosts the subtle is called the gross. So the grossness and subtlety are also mind-born, and there are two kinds of objects. If the mind can dissolve thoughts and emotions, it can also equally dissolve the world impressions also. Am I clear or not? Thoda khijiye na. Never say that anything in this world is greater than I am. Don't live here as a slave in this world. Live here as a master in this world. I want to declare, my dear world, you cannot add a plus to me. My dear world, you cannot cause a minus to me. May you remain in your own manner. It is I who say that you remain. If I am not there, nobody will refer to you. क्या? डरते हैं क्या? If we are not there, who will say there is a world? If we are not there, who will say there is God? Has God ever spoken? So I want to say, man is made in the image of God. The better truth is God is made in the image of man. It is we who say, look at the world, and such a world must have a master creator called God. Both are assessments by us, the human individual. The human individual. So, when Shankara says, Drishyam pradidam pravilapayan sanmatram anandaghanam vibhavayan. Now, in so dissolving, what should you think? Sanmatram. There is only one existence, and that exists throughout. Existence cannot become non-existent. If something exists, it has to exist. It continues to exist. A thing cannot change its original nature. So existence can never become non-existent. Sanmatram anandaghanam. When do you experience yourself? Throughout the wakefulness, we are experiencing other things. Are we not? Thoda boliye na theek soch kar. The moment we wake up, I saw the roof, I saw the wall, I go to the bathroom. So the moment we wake up, we are always reporting about other things, interacting with them. When do you experience yourself? At the end of the waking day, when the whole wakeful impressions are wiped off, अनुभव करने के लिए और कोई नहीं बचता है. जो अनुभव होता है वो अपने प्रति है. In sleep, what are you experiencing? Are you experiencing any object? No. Are you experiencing any other factor? No. After you wake up, what do you say? I slept. What? I slept. Did you sleep with your eyes? No. Did you sleep with your hand? No. Did you sleep with your mind? No. Did you sleep with your ego? No. Kya? No. What do you say? I slept. So you have seen the eye in sleeping. In sleeping, was the eye alone or coupled with something else? Huh? Boliye na. Was the eye mixed up with something? I slept. I did not know anything. About your own body? No. Mind? No. Ego? No. Were you poor? No. Were you rich? No. Were you living? No. Were you dead? No. Wow. Then what happened? I slept. So in the sleep you were experiencing your eye. Tell me whether that eye is Anandaghana or not. Huh? Did you have any desire? Did you have any need? Were you hungry? Were you fearful? Were you greedy? Did you want jewelry? Huh? You wanted nothing. You were so comfortable and happy, unaffected. Unaffected. Snoringly you were sleeping. And in the sleep you only experience the eye. No second factor. because it was blissful. Don't think that blissfulness is happiness. Blissfulness is a condition where you don't require to be happy and you are not troubled by unhappiness. Blissfulness is not sukha or dukkha. Blissfulness is a condition where you don't crave for sukha and you are not touched or affected by dukkha. So it is sukha dukkha adita. That is called blissfulness. Tell me whether in sleep you are blissful or not. Yes. Now what are you? 6 to 8 hours you sleep as Ananda Ghana. The moment you wake up, Janjat shuru hota hai. So, Sanmatram Ananda Ghanam Vibhavayan. Remember this sleep. The subject alone is involved there. It's an intransitive verb. What? There is no object involved. In seeing something is involved. In hearing, in tasting, in thinking, in understanding, in forgetting. Here there is no object involved. I myself slept. I myself slept. I myself slept. It is an intransitive verb. That Ananda Ghana which you experienced in sleep, remember it. Remember it. Contemplate upon it. Contemplate upon it. Contemplate upon what constituted your sleep and what was available in sleep and how you slept. In order to sleep, did you ride on a horse? Huh?
No.
You withdrew from everything or you got involved in many things? So you withdrew from everything. What is that withdrawal? So the entire sleep experience is derived from out of yourself. Out of yourself. Prajnana Ghanam, Ananda Ghanam, Vibhavayan, Samahidaha, San Behirantaram va, Kalam Nayetaha, Sati Karma Bandhe. Suppose you are young and you have some prarabdha, etc. Maybe you are a family man, you have 2 children, they have not grown up. Wait till they grow up. Allow time to pass. You don't have to look after your child for 10 years. What? What? You don't have to look after your child for 10 years. Give them food every day, one time. Every time, one time. You prepare the breakfast and ask them to have the breakfast. Or do you prepare the breakfast, lunch and dinner and together feed? See, every time, moment to moment, you act. And the child will automatically grow. You cannot compact the growth of 10 years in one day or 1 week. So every day you do whatever is necessary. As a result of which growth will take place. One day you will find your child has become 21 years. No more a child. But you lived only every day. Every day. You have not lived for 2 days. You have not lived for 1 week. Every day you lived. Kalam nayethaha. Undergo the passage of time. What did I say? Undergo the passage of time. Undergo the experiences that take place. Undergo them. Undergo them. You don't have to cause them. You don't have to invite them. You don't have to struggle against them. Simply allow the passage of time. Passage of time. Passage of time. Our body was born as a result of the passage of time. Our body grows by virtue of the same passage. One day the body will fall out of the passage of time. आप लोगों को कुछ करने का नहीं है यहाँ. सिर्फ रहिए, सिर्फ रहिए, सिर्फ रहिए. यदि भूख लगती है, खा जाइए. कोई हार्म नहीं है. अच्छा ही है. If you want to speak, you speak. If you want to sleep, you sleep. If you want to be wakeful, you be wakeful. जो कुछ हो रहा है, साथ ही साथ रहिए. Don't struggle. Don't fight. Don't wrestle. Be free. Be free. Be free. The whole world is subsisting upon your mind. The world can contribute nothing to you. The world can take away nothing from you. I always tell, my dear world, you are mine and I am yours. Throw me into anything that you want, I shall survive. You throw me and you make me survive. I don't expect the world to be all beautiful. nor I expect it to be all ugly. It will be a mixture of both. There was a Rama, there was also a Kaikeyi. तब आपको क्या होगा? एक दो तो कैकेयी होनी चाहिए. क्या है इसमें सोचने का? हम तो कुछ नहीं लाए हैं और कुछ नहीं ले जाएंगे भी. Whatever you make, it remains a property of the earth. It remains here. It remains here. When this CIRD was being built, the foundation stone was laid. I spoke in Hindi from somewhere here, the foundation stone laying. I said, जो CIRD बन रहा है, जिसके लिए फाउंडेशन स्टोन हम करते हैं आज, ये वसुंधरा का है, वसुंधरा का ही रहेगा. कोई नहीं ले जाएगा यहाँ से, कोई नहीं. Something will be taken away, that is our body, from the house to the cremation ground. Will be still upon the earth. थोड़ा खुश होकर रहिए ना, इसमें सोचने का क्या है? वर्ल्ड कभी प्लस नहीं होता है, कभी माइनस भी नहीं होगा. जो होता है होता ही रहेगा, होता ही रहेगा. इसमें कोई परिवर्तन संभव नहीं है. एडिशन नहीं, मल्टीप्लिकेशन नहीं, डिविजन नहीं, सब्ट्रैक्शन भी नहीं. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेव अवशिष्यते. Add 0 to 0, क्या होगा? Take 0 away from 0, क्या होगा? Multiply it, divide it. इतना सोचते हैं क्यों? सिर्फ रखिए ना, खुशी से आनंदित हो जाइए. We should never worry about matters. You see, happiness is mental, it is emotional, it is psychological. I always say our mind is the greatest treasure that we have. Nobody understands the treasure. They are after gold and silver. Mind is a treasure. It is inaccessible to everybody in this world. It will respond only to you. Accessible to you alone. Such a beautiful mind you have, but we are spoiling the whole life not understanding it. Samahita Hassan, all that is required is you must have a control and a moderation. Don't be excessive or extreme in anything. Live a moderate life, a regulated life. Eat moderately, eat with regulation, everything. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yuktahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. The yoga that I am giving you now, Arjuna, will completely take away your sorrow, provided you remain moderate in your indulgence. Yukta ahara viharasya. Ahara means eating. Vihara means playing. Yukta cheshtasya karmasu. Moderately working. Yukta swapnava bodhasya. Moderately sleeping. Moderately wakeful. This moderation, I think this is the greatest ideal for everyone in this world. Even the biggest corporations as well as administrative people will agree, moderation. Samahidassan behidantaram va kalam nayetha sadi karma bandhe. You are born in a family. You have got the biological heredity. You will also have the psychological heredity. You will also have the intellectual heredity. You will also have the ego heredity. In the physical level, no change is possible. Suppose sodium is lacking, you can give some sodium, potassium, etc. That's all. But the physiognomical character, the blood group will not change. But in the inner personality, everything can be changed. If your father was a stark liquor addicted person, you will take the lesson. My father was like this, I have seen this misery, I will never touch liquor. In the physical level, our heredity is rigid. As you go inward and inward, you will find our voice cannot change. The physical and material things cannot change, they are rigid. But when you go to the mind, maybe my father had an impure mind, I can have a pure mind. I have seen impurity in my father, though I don't tom-tom it. I see it, we see it, so, oh, this is not right, I should not be so. So you become pure. So far as intelligence is concerned, many people do not use their intelligence. Even if they use it objectively, they don't use it subjectively. So I will be one who will use it subjectively and make it exercise more and more and become superb in my intellectual application. That also you can do. And you can have a wrong ego, an inflated ego. You can have a very great ego, a humble ego. So internally, in the inner personality, everything is changeable. Everything is changeable. But nevertheless, you should understand, we will have some hereditary trait. Say in my family, my biological father, he happened to die, I think at the age of 80. Mother lived a few more years. A few years back, my brother Swamiji also dropped his body. I think he was about 90 years old. But there are other people. One brother died very young in Calcutta. Another brother died maybe after 60. One sister died also a little young. Another sister died a little later. I belong to such a family, so gene-wise perhaps my body also can remain a little long. I am already 79, 80. Kafi to ho gaya. So there are some people who have a short living history. So understand that these limitations are there or characteristics are there and then simply live beautifully and nicely. Hoga kya? What do you want for that? Do I have to take you to the Himalayan peaks? Huh? No. But we have to go to the height of the intelligence, the height of the mind. Drishyam pradidam pravilapayan san. Drishyam pradidam pravilapayan san. Sanmatram ghanam vibhavayan. Samahidasan behirandaram va. Kalam nayetha sadikarma bandhe. See, this Yoga Vasishtha Ramayana is one text which discusses jnana. You know, jnana itself is a nishtha. Many people do not know that your Swamiji is a jnana nishtha man. Jnana itself is a nishtha. What is meant by jnana nishtha? Reading spiritual matters or spiritual texts, thinking about them, speaking about them, writing about them, and doing only that. So you can do contemplation, you can do introspection, you can practice meditation, you can get into samadhi. And whenever you speak only spiritual matters. You write only, you talk to conversation. This is called jnana-nishtha. Tad buddhayaha, tad atmanaha, tan nishthaha, tat parayana. That is how I became a sannyasin. Suppose I had not become a sannyasin, then I would have had to transact with the world. So now at least people say, here is a Swami, we go to him to listen to spiritual matters. If I don't discuss spirituality, they will be offended even. So this is something very important. Tad buddhayaha, tad atmanaha, tan nishthaha, tat parayanaha. You know, I am not one who likes to go to the temple, but I have done all my temple worship in my young days. I don't feel like going to any temple, but I like to see something good and great because the country has made it, so it represents a certain culture. Not I am going there to worship, it is not so. I don't wave a lamp, camphor or anything, nothing. After I became a sannyasin, you know, it is something very important. the sacred thread which I had, which was given to me by my father, I removed it. Means what? I resigned myself to irreligiosity. Huh? That religious insignia is removed. I don't know the day on which my Purvashrama parents died. I don't know. I don't perform any shraddha or ceremony like that. It's something very sensitive. So we have completely said goodbye to religion, goodbye to all other things. I never worship a god. If I go to the temple, I close my eyes, stand before the temple and then say, my dear Lord, may your area go on increasing and increasing. Let more devotees come here and may you have more of divine brilliance and divine benedictory power. This is what I feel. Nothing else I think. So I am a Kevala Jnananishtavan. Many people do not know. It is a Jnananishta. I do nothing else. You may require to take bath to offer worship. Even in dream, in sleep also, my mind will be thinking only about truth. So when I wake up with what? Consciousness. Yoga Vasishtha is a text where all this Jnananishta is repeatedly discussed. You don't know how beautifully it discusses. I did not have time to write. Nevertheless, 1.25 days I took and I wrote, condensing a few chapters, 47, 48, 45, 47, something like that, 49. And with a lot of apology, I sent it to Sadish, our Sadish ji in the ashram. Sadish, it is 11:45 night. I am sending it. It's very rough. I am not able to give any time. I cannot read the verses, see the translation again, etc. You will have a great job. So he was saying, Swamiji, it has come out so very well, so beautiful. We are very sorry that we are not able to give you more time. Why I am mentioning? I am writing in Vicharasedu, Signs of Inner Redemption. It is the Nirvana Prakarana, the zenith of Yoga Vasishtha Ramayana. And so many articles we have written, worship of the consciousness. Worship of? Lord Shiva says, I am really the consciousness in the body. And you have to worship that. You tell me, what are the materials you will use for worshipping the inner consciousness? Boliye na, thoda flower laiye. How will you put it inside? Through the nose? Through the mouth? It will go to the lungs, it will go to the stomach of the body, but nothing will go to the consciousness. Then how do you worship the consciousness? You worship the consciousness through the products of the consciousness, through the qualities it can generate. So have a mind free of anger, free of hatred. So eliminate hatred, it is a worship. Practice love, fondness, it is a worship. Be equal and even in your mind, it is a worship. Understand that the whole world is an extension of consciousness, it is a worship. Have no ego, have ego extinction, it is a worship. Be benevolent, be graceful, be kind, be tolerant. सुन रहे हैं क्या? Be tolerant, Baba. Be kind. You need not give anything, but still be sympathetic to people, considerate to people. I was already a sannyasi. We were living in our Chota ashram. My brother, he was then Purnananda Swami. Yeah, you know, everybody is different, so I am different from him, he is different from me. One day, stark drunkard from the neighboring village came to our ashram. And he said, I want, those days, 60 years back or so, so they said, I want a rupee. And he presented a lot of story that there's so much emergent need is there. My brother Swamiji was murmuring, he is a stark drunkard, he should not be given. I said, he is a drunkard, so the drinking time comes, you know, he feels panicky. It is just like a hungry man not getting food. So I think, what is the harm? Let us give. उसमें क्या फर्क है? One man wants to drink tea, another man wants to drink liquor. क्या है दोनों पेट के लिए? This was my feeling. And Srimad Bhagavata says that Sarvabhuteshu Bhagavanaste Sarvatmana. Understand and see that God is seated in all creatures alike. Kamaistaihi sadhumanayet. And worship them after their own desires. What? नहीं समझा? हाँ? The man who goes on dissecting, am I giving to the right person? That person himself is not a right person. You know what Bhagavata says? Anybody who spends money on the family of the perishable body is misspending.